And get over to screen share. All right. Well, I am so excited to have everybody on today. Thank you for joining me. So we're going to talk about convention today, and convention is amazing. I absolutely love convention. It is one of the things that we really look forward to. It's motivating, it's inspiring, it's fun to connect with everybody. I mean, when you're there with 27,000 other people who do oils, it is just a great feeling. I mean, there's nothing quite like convention. So I'm really excited for it. It's coming up real soon. I'm excited to see everybody there. And you know, convention is always a really fun time. So we have convention. It's in Salt Lake City this year, as it is every year, in downtown, September 14th through 17th. So now the 14th is when they're kind of doing their campus tours, and there's some registration and things happening. But really, it'll start on the 15th, is with all the meetings at the Salt Palace and the Vivint Arena. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. And when you're downtown, as you can see in that picture there, they put up the big banner there, and they put the little pieces of paper in all those windows at the Salt Palace. And downtown is really transformed to doTERRA area. There's banners, there's signs. We've gone to restaurants that say, "Welcome, doTERRA Wellness Advocates." And there's doTERRA everywhere. So it's a really exciting thing to be down there. So what to bring? Let's talk about this. We get this question a lot, especially with new people going to convention. Obviously, you want to bring your photo ID. If you're going to be traveling, you have to bring that anyway. Business cards and samples. And you know, I get asked, why would you want to bring samples and things? Well, you never know who you're going to meet in your travels, and it's always really nice to be prepared. You know, I've been downtown Salt Lake during convention, and we were staying at a hotel, and we would have people at the hotel ask us, "What is doTERRA? What is this oil stuff you guys are all here for?" And so that's a great opportunity to be able to share samples with somebody. And then business cards. Business cards is, you're going to be networking with a lot of people. You're going to meet a lot of people. There's people you're really going to connect with that you're going to want to keep in contact with. So just swapping business cards just makes it quick and easy to be able to do that. So extra or expandable luggage. You know, this is always a tough one for us because we go out thinking, oh, let's bring an empty suitcase. And we always come back thinking, oh, we should have brought 2 empty suitcases. So, I mean, if you're flying out and you're traveling and your bag is packed full, you're not going to have any room to bring something back with. You know, and there's lots of vendors selling things. There's just the convention kit. If you choose to get the convention kit, I mean, it comes in a box that you have to be able to fit into your luggage. So expandable luggage or extra luggage is something that I would suggest to make sure you have. And then your devices, your iPads, maybe if you like to type notes, your computers, your phone to take pictures. You can tell when a slide pops up on the screen because everybody's phone comes up, takes a picture, and then it goes down. So with that, you're going to want to make sure you have charging cables. And if you have a portable battery pack that you can take and charge your phone so you don't have to have an outlet, that's a really nice thing to have. We've got one that we've had for quite some time, and we bring it, and we always end up using it. It's got 2 little USB ports in there to be able to charge it. I got it on Amazon for like $30. And it's amazing. We take it everywhere. I mean, I would hate for you to have to leave convention and go find an outlet to plug your phone into and then miss something. So a charging device is really nice. And then, of course, cash or credit cards or both, or however you prefer to do that. Some places may not take cards, so it's nice to have cash. You know, some of the smaller vendors may not have a square or a chip reader or something like that. So it's nice to kind of have both there. So a few other things to bring, of course, your favorite oils. You're going to be doing a lot of walking from the hotels, from the train station to the Salt Palace or Vivint Arena. You're going to be walking on your lunch breaks. I mean, there's just a lot of walking you're going to do. So your favorite oils, those soothing oils, Deep Blue, Aroma Touch, something like that may be good. But you're going to want to bring those. Room freshening supplies. We've stayed in some hotel rooms down there that could definitely use a little pick me up in the smell when you walk in. So anything we'll bring, wild orange and put it on a cotton ball and stick the cotton ball in the air vent and turn on the air, and that helps. So room freshening supplies. Okay. Room freshening supplies is always a really nice bonus to bring. Quick breakfasts. Now, we learned this the hard way a few years back. Is we got this great hotel. It was really nice. We really liked it. However, breakfast was not part of it, and it was like $15 for a breakfast, and we could get it cheaper from Denny's down the road on the way to convention. And so we wish we would have had some type of breakfast snacks, granola bars, or something that we could have gotten. Just quick to eat in the morning. Some hotels, they may not have breakfast available when you need to leave to go to convention, to go get your seats. They, it may cost extra. So that's something you'll definitely want to think about, is some quick things for breakfast. If you've got time and you get to Salt Lake a little bit early, maybe stopping at a grocery store or something like that and picking up some fresh fruit for a quick breakfast, as well as snacks. Snacks are really important. You get that, in the afternoon, sometimes after you've eaten or before you've eaten lunch, you just kind of sit there like, oh man, I just need something to do, something to focus on while I'm listening to this, just whatever. I usually get hungry. We're at home, we're used to just snacking as we need to. So some snacks are nice, granola bars, trail mix, things that are light, easy to pack, and not too messy. Makes it really nice to be able to have those. So what to wear? This we get this quite a bit, or we get there and think, oh man, I should have brought a jacket. Oh, a sweater would have been nice, because it is kind of cool in the mornings there in Utah. As you're walking to convention, or later in the evenings, like at the block party this year, or if you're walking around downtown Salt Lake in the evenings for dinner, it may be a little bit cooler, especially those of you from where it's warmer. We went from Florida, and I thought, oh yeah, I lived in Utah. It's no problem, man. It was really cold. So you're going to want to dress in layers, because you can always take a jacket off or a sweater off. So I would suggest in layers, comfortable walking shoes. You're going to be doing a lot of walking if you're staying in the downtown area. And business comfortable. You're going to see people in suits and dresses and really very, very, very professional to shorts and, jeans, and, whatever you're comfortable with is going to be great, but just know you're going to be doing a lot of sitting and walking. So whatever you're comfortable with. And then there's the gala, that's formal wear for anybody going to the gala. I mean, we've gone quite a few times, and it almost is like a prom for adults. That people are just decked out in formal wear for the gala. The gala is a lot of fun. If you're going or you get to go, I would definitely suggest it. It's a lot of fun. So let's take a look at the quick overview here. We've got the pre-convention events, the tours, the gala, the registrations is happening on the 14th. The 15th is the general sessions and then the street party that night. The 16th, general session again. You got the stores that are open. The Truman Trade Show is that night. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we keep going through the slides here. And then Saturday, 17th is general session. And that's usually when the showcase is open, and that's usually when doTERRA will make an announcement, is if you want to reserve a ticket for next year, they'll explain how to do that at a cheaper price. So venues. So this year it's at the Vivint, I think that's how you say it, Arena and the Salt Palace. So it's 2 general sessions, and both of them are going to be live. So this is really nice because one of them is 2 hours earlier, and then one of them is 2 hours later. So, and they're both live, so you're not missing out on anything. And everybody is really respectful of keeping things kind of quiet, so that way it's new and exciting for the people at the Salt Palace because they meet a little bit later. I've talked to several people who were at the Salt Palace last year, and they liked it. They didn't feel like they were missing out on anything. Everything was live. It was really nice. They liked it. And the same thing at the Vivint Arena. It was fantastic. Lots of seating. You could see really good. There's lots of screens hanging, so if you don't get really close, you can sit by one of the big giant screens and you can see really well. And that's the same thing at the Salt Palace. You can sit close to the stage if it's available, or you can sit right by a screen and you can see it, and it makes it really nice. So there's lots of screens available. Once you go onto your site, so once you go to either one of those, you can't switch. So if you're at one, that's the one you're going to be at. So you can't go back and forth. So every year, doTERRA does give you, when you register, a backpack. These are some of the ones from the past few years. They give you a notebook, a pen to keep notes in, and then all the agendas and catalogs and things like that go along. So it's really nice that you get this, and they provide these for us. I would suggest when you get it to mark it somehow, so that way you know it's yours, because there's 27,000 other people there with the exact same backpack as you. It gets confusing. So I've seen some people put, luggage tags on it, or tie a ribbon on it, or a bandana, something so you know that's your backpack. And you'll get this and you'll carry it around with all your stuff in it all week, all weekend. And so this is a really nice thing to have. We use ours afterwards for our class bags. When we go do classes, Ashley packs her oils up in it and her notebooks and everything that she needs. So she brings that bag and does a class, and it works out really well. So again, the gala's on Wednesday night. It's a separate ticket. It's $75 to go. At Diamonds and Above, walk down the lavender carpet there, and confetti falls, and they put your name on the screen in a picture, and you get this diamond recognition little statue. And so it's a really great thing. It's really fun to go. It's very motivating to see all these people that have worked really hard to get where they're at and walk down this carpet. And it's, like you said, it's really motivating. It's fun. The dinner is fantastic. It's, a 5-star dinner. It's catered in. It is really, really good. So to qualify for that, you need to qualify for Diamond and Above between February 1st and July 31st. So if that's something you want to do to go to, I definitely would suggest it. It is definitely a lot of fun. So here's some seating tips. So most of our team is at the Vivint Arena. That's the earlier one. But we do have a few people over at the Salt Palace. So wherever you're sitting, you're going to have great seats. Wear comfortable clothing. We talked about, you want to sit where you've got a clear view of the screens or the stage. If you want to try and sit as well straight on to one of the screens, so when you take pictures, they're not crooked. You'll get that straight picture so you can crop it later and save it for your notes. So if you're able to, you want to sit straight on to one of the screens. The chairs are not the most comfortable. So we have known people who've brought like a cushion or a back support, because you're sitting in these chairs for quite some time. So it's optional to bring some type of cushion or something to sit on, or for some back support. That's last year's picture. I took that down at the bottom. So as you can see, it's pretty crowded. There's a lot of people, but it's great to be able to wherever you sit, you can see really nicely. So they always release new products at convention, which is always a ton of fun. So usually they do those on Thursday, and they usually do that with a video. Rob Young that usually does a video, and they're usually pretty funny. And so he does a video with that and releases the new products. And then they also talk about sourcings and stories and videos. They talk about the healing hands and how that's helping so many people in different places. Some really in-depth training. This year I've seen a short little video that Gina Truman did when she interviewed Dr. Hill. We posted it on our Facebook page. And he said this year, there's a year of science. This is going to be it. So lots of really in-depth training. So it's going to be really good. And then they offer a convention kit, which is fantastic. We always take advantage of this. So in a convention kit, you get all the new products kind of bundled together in this box. And usually you get a couple of oils that may be a little bit harder to get. In the past, they've done birch oil in there, and that's usually been the only way you can get that oil. And so they put this convention kit together, and you can buy it right there at convention, and it's for convention attendees only. And it ranges anywhere from $200 to $300, but the savings on that is huge. So that's a really great thing to be able to get those new products right away. You could start using them, and then when you go back home or you start talking to your team members, you could say, I've used this product. We absolutely love this oil. This is a must get on your loyalty rewards. And you can pass it around. They can smell it. So that convention kit I highly recommend to get. They do recognition there. So silver, golds, and platinums will walk across the stage at the Vivint Arena. And to walk on that, you have to be hit silver, gold, or platinum one time between February 1st and July 31st. And being able to walk across that stage with all these people clapping and cheering for you is amazing. It's hard to describe that feeling. When you look up and you see your family and your team members and people you don't even know taking your picture and clapping and just so excited for you to be able to accomplish that goal, there's really nothing like that. So, as you can see, it says, silver right there, or whatever rank you are. They have a big, on the screen, all the names are scrolling across it so everybody can see the names. And you're walking across, and as you're walking, right as you're entering the arena door, because you kind of go on the back side of it and then come through, all the owners are there, and you shake all the owners' hands, you give them a hug, you get a few minutes to talk to each one of the owners, and they congratulate and acknowledge every single person that walks across that stage and every single person that's standing in line. So that is something that not everybody gets to do. And so that's a really great opportunity to be able to really connect with the owners of doTERRA. So we have our general sessions. They talk about oil education. There's a scientific board going to be talking. Doctors panel is going to be there this year. Oil sourcing, Healing Hands Foundation, lots of really good information that's going to be happening this year. All right, so the Truman Trade Show, we mentioned this earlier. The Truman Trade Show is happening this year, September 16th, 7 to 11. And the Truman Trade Show, it's pretty unique. It's vendors that set up, that are on the Truman team. They set up a little table, and they're there selling oil products. They're going to be, anything from T-shirts to stickers to little things that help push the caps down on the sample bottles. I mean, everything that you could think of, they're selling here at the Truman Trade Show. I know Stephanie Fritz is going to be there with her book this year, selling books and signing and taking pictures and things. So the Truman Trade. Did the internet stop? Did you guys miss that? Or was it just my computer? Did it cut out?
But it comes back by itself.
Sorry, what? Did you guys see the Truman Trade Show? Because my computer just started over, so I'm not quite sure what you guys saw.
Okay, just keep going.
All right, let me get back to screen share here.
Can I take those?
All right.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, we lost you at Truman Trade Show.
Awesome, thank you. Let me see if it's still recording. Good, still recording. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what happened. My computer just stopped. All right. So doTERRA shopping. So we talked about the convention kit. So doTERRA has the product showcase where you can go and see all the new products and smell them and test them, and every product that doTERRA carries. So that's always a fun place to go. There's an option to reserve your tickets for the 2017 convention and also reserve your tickets for 2017. Then there's the doTERRA swag store where they sell doTERRA related apparel, from purses, jewelry, t-shirts. They had ties, they have cases and bags and tons of stuff. They had luggage last year. So the doTERRA swag store in your place, you want to make sure you go, as well as the product showcase. And when you register, they'll give you a map where all these are located. And they do a really good job putting signs out everywhere so you can find them all. So sales aids, tools, oil gear. So there's lots and lots of third-party vendors that are there. Aroma Tools, Oil Life, Share Oils, such oil gear, and then Green Air, and there's lots more. I mean, we've been out, we're going somewhere to lunch, and somebody will say, "Oh, come to the store over here at this hotel, and come over here." And so there's lots and lots of third-party companies there. It's hard to get to them all, so pace yourself on that. And sometimes they've given out free stuff, sometimes they haven't. So once all that happens, word will kind of spread of who's got what really good stuff, and you can talk to your team and things and work that out. So Aroma Tools is a big one that's always there. They're going to be at the Gateway Mall, and it's just a few-minute walk from the Salt Palace. And you've got your hours right there and a little map. And if you go to the Aroma Tools Facebook page, and they have an event set up for a convention, you can click that. They're going to be doing convention giveaways. They've got the map is kind of blown up so you can see that, but they're going to be there. Oil Life is in City Creek. They opened a place down in City Creek. It's a 5-minute walk from the Salt Palace. They also have an event on their Facebook page for giveaways and contests you can enter. So I would definitely, those would be two that I would definitely suggest to go check out. And then Essential Oil Gear, they're going to be on the second floor of the Radisson. Essential Oil Gear is going to have fresh fruit and cookies every day after 3. When I asked them if they were going to be there, they said yes, and we're going to have fresh fruit and cookies. That's all they told me. So, if you need a snack, maybe stop in there. So eating downtown, there's lots and lots of different options. So all these places are within walking distance of the Salt Palace. And as you can see there, I mean, there's a big list there. One of the ones we went to that was pretty decent was the Blue Iguana. It was Mexican food. It was kind of down some stairs, almost like you're walking to a little basement or something. But it was pretty good. So that's a good one. There's some vegan, some vegetarian, some gluten-free options there. As you can see, there's dinner places as well. You know, what I would suggest is if you have the time to maybe you can go on Facebook and check them out. But if you're downtown, maybe go get a to-go menu or something like that. And then 30 minutes before the lunch break, you can call them, place your order, and you can go get it. And then you can, you know, eat back at wherever you want. But that way you don't have to wait in line. You know, your food's ready. Sometimes, you know, we get a 2-hour lunch break, but sometimes by the time you find everybody that you want to eat with, walk over to where you're going, there's no table, so you have to wait because everybody's going to eat. And they got to cook your food. Sometimes that 2 hours goes by really, really fast, and you feel like you haven't eaten. So, you know, getting a to-go menu. Most restaurants will have a Yelp. You can check out Yelp, and they'll have menu links on there. So there's some really good option down there to go out to eat. So here's just a few tips while you're there and afterward. When you're there, take time to connect with your team. You know, this is a really great thing for team members to go, and so you want to make sure you connect with them. You know, talk to them, see what they're liking about convention so far. You know, take a picture with them, post it up on Facebook, Instagram. Let all the other team people see what type of good time you're having and make them want to go next year. After convention, you want to plan 2 or 3 days to rest, reconnect with your family. I know a lot of you're flying or driving quite some distance, and you're not be able to be with your family every day. So when you get back, they're going to want your attention. They're going to miss you. Connect with them and go through your notes to keep things fresh, but don't wait more than 3 days to start having class. So maybe on that 3rd, 4th day, get things scheduled because you're going to be excited. You're going to be fired up. You're going to want to share this information. You're going to want to get it out. So schedule a class, you know, 3 or 4 days afterward so you can get all that information out to a class. I mean, it could be a continuing education class with your teammates, and that's going to be great. But definitely you want to make sure you're doing that right after convention while you're excited. Bring some snacks, bring some water to drink throughout the day. Now, there's lots of different options while you're there for shopping like we talked about, and a lot of companies will have free shipping if you buy so much. So maybe go in with some team members so you can get that, if you all live close together, so you can get that free shipping price. Or it may be cheaper if you're not going to get, you know, $100 worth or $200 worth to ship some items back home instead of putting them in your luggage. Some of the items may be bulky. You know, a book can weigh 2 to 3 pounds, and if you've got a 50-pound weight limit on your luggage, it may be kind of tough with books, other things, and all your clothes. So, you know, shipping things may be a good option. You definitely want to be connected. I'm sure there's lots of teams out there that have Facebook groups. We've got one, and we're going to be posting things on that. Instagram, you know, that's kind of a hot thing right now. A lot of people are posting on Instagram. We're going to be posting on there as well, and Twitter. You know, that's where you're going to want to connect with your people that aren't there. You know, get them excited so that way when you come back, they're going to want to come to that class. They're going to want to come and talk to you and see what's going on. We set up a team convention Facebook event, and it was for this webinar, and we're going to switch it so that the event is during convention. So that way we can post pictures and communicate with everybody there. You know, just to stay in contact. Hey, we're over here at the Truman Trade Show. We'd love to see you. Or as our team members are walking across the stage at their different ranks, we can take your pictures and put them up there so that way everybody can stay connected. If you're looking for seats where everybody is sitting, you know, that Facebook page is going to be really nice to be able to communicate with everybody and see where everybody's at. I know some teams are doing remind.com or Remind. It's an app. It's a texting app, so you can text back and forth in groups. So lots of teams are doing different things. So you'll want to check with what your Diamond leader is doing to communicate with them. So just a few helpful links is doterra.com. There's a link there for convention. As convention continues to get closer, they're going to start updating that a little bit more with the agendas and the speakers bios and different things like that. So you want to check that out every so often, every few days to see about convention. Another thing is Ride UTA. So this is a TRAX system in downtown Salt Lake. They have a free public train system. And so if you stay in a certain amount of downtown, a certain area, it's all free. And so a lot of people will just jump on the TRAX if they're staying a little bit farther out from the events, and they'll just take the TRAX in. And I think it goes up to the airport. I don't know what time it runs from the airports, but you can take the TRAX down to downtown area from the airport. So those are some helpful links that you might want to know. So again, we are super excited for convention. I mean, this is something we really, really look forward to. It's so much fun. And so if you or anybody is still looking for a ticket, there are a few left. Last time I checked, yesterday, doTERRA has just a few left. So you can still get those and still be able to attend convention, because it's something that you really don't want to miss. And if anybody is planning on attending and you need a place to stay, we know some people that are looking for roommates for downtown for convention. So if you are interested, you can just contact us through email or message us, and we can get you in contact with them and you can work it out. But if anybody's looking for a place during convention, we know of a few people looking for roommates. So are there any questions about convention?
I have one.
Sure.
I kind of missed the whole section on the Truman Expo thing.
Okay.
It cost extra to go into that. And what was it all? It's just vendors?
Yeah, so anybody on the Truman team can go to the Truman Trade Show, and it's free to go. And Dr. Hill said he was going to be there, and usually Boyd does something. And so you can go, and it's just vendors. It's just people selling doTERRA or oil-related stuff. So it's a Truman team party is what it is.
But it's free.
Yep, it is free. And it's, they usually have little snacks and refreshments there set up. And so it's fun because all the owners come through. So Dr. Hill will be there and his wife. And, last year, Rob Young stopped in. And so it's really fun because the owners all come in and you get to see them and just get to network with a lot of different people on the Truman team there.
And what about the bottles of the kind of cardboard bottles that they hide in different places? What was that about?
So doTERRA on their Facebook and Instagram page, they'll do a contest throughout the weekend, and they'll show a picture of a plastic or cardboard on guard, and they'll hide it somewhere, and it'll just barely peeking out, and they'll say first person to find this and bring it to the Healing Hands booth or the Aroma Touch booth or wherever they say will win a free bottle of On Guard or whatever the cardboard is usually what the bottle is. So they hide those around the Salt Palace and around Vivint Arena, and you just keep an eye on Facebook and Instagram, and when it pops up, you can go hunt them down and get a free bottle. You know, in the past, they've had a basketball court set up where you can, you know, donate, you know, like $2 to go play basketball with I think one of the executives was in there or something, and it goes to Healing Hands, and you get some Deep Blue packets. They've had miniature golf set up where you can win, you know, different. I think it was a Deep Blue. You know, if you get so many holes in ones or something, and it's, you know, $1 or $2 to play, and all the proceeds go to the Healing Hands Foundation. They usually have some fun games set up, and it's just a really good time. I'm excited. Everyone's going to be there, and it's going to be fun for everybody. Any other questions?
When did you say that the Truman Party is?
It is on Friday.
Friday night.
Friday night.
Friday night. Okay, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. And we'll post that. We'll post those screenshots of all the different places and maps on this page, so everybody can see those and have those.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other questions? No. All right. So I know Amber is on here. Amber, do you have any convention tips for people?
No, I jumped on to hear all of yours.
Oh.
No, the cute little pregnant woman did ask about compression socks. I highly recommend them. I think they're a great idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
And lots of water. Bring lots of water and good shoes.
Yes, definitely.
And peppermint oil for all the science talks to keep you awake. That's my tip.
Ashley for that.
Peppermint and wild orange. Keep you awake and focused.
Right.
All right.
Intune, yes, Cypress. Love the Intune. That's what you need for the science talks.
I got onto the call late, and my sister I know is out in California, and I know she was working late tonight, so I know she missed this. Did you say that you are posting all this again, or is this recorded?
Yeah, this is recorded, so we'll get it posted, so those who missed it can see it. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So as far as what to wear, just comfortable clothes. You'll see anybody in from suits to, and you know, really nice dresses to jeans, shorts, and yoga pants, whatever's comfortable. Any other questions, comments? Does anybody else have any tips for convention for those that have been?
I will second the whole water thing because I didn't even think about that last year, or like bring a water bottle to fill up, because they charge like $5 a bottle for water, and you have to have it from all the walking. So that was a must-have. I think that can't be expressed enough.
I don't know if this was said or not. I'm so sorry because I got in on the call late, but we brought an extra bag to carry all of our stuff that we bought.
Yeah, good idea.
I do think they have water stations, by the way. I
Yeah,
believe they do.
yeah, they normally do. And as you know, as far as sitting together, technically you're not supposed to save seats, but you know, nobody really follows that rule. So you know, we'll post where we're sitting on our group Facebook page, our event page, and then if you see that and there's space, you can come and sit with us, or you can connect with your Diamond upline or your team, and kind of coordinate that all together.
Most of the time we save about 30 seats, and about 20 of them are filled with family. So it's kind of first come, first serve for those last few seats. So we love sitting with our team members. If we know you want to sit with us, then we'll try and do our best to save you a seat, because we want to see you and sit with you also. We can't save 45 seats or so. So we do the best we can, and whoever gets there gets there. So we'll keep in contact through the Facebook event and texting each other, and hopefully we'll be able to find each other.
Yeah. Yeah, and doTERRA does give you those backpacks, which is really nice to fill with snacks and your notebooks and things like that. And again, it is nice if you're planning on doing some shopping to have an extra bag to carry things in. All right.
Do you know if they, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
I was just going to ask, do you know if they posted who won the t-shirt contest that they were doing a couple months ago?
I am not sure. I don't know. You'd have to contact them and find out.
Okay.
Directly from doTERRA?
Yeah, it was a contest that you could design one of the t-shirts, and it was online one night. We were looking through and saw it, and my sister participated in it, but we haven't heard anything about who won or what they chose or anything, so I was just kind of curious.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear, but we'll see if they announce at convention. Was it a t-shirt for convention that somebody was going to make and sell?
Yeah, at least that's what we thought we were doing. I'm not sure, but it would look like a legit doTERRA thing, so I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You could probably send an email over to them.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Any other questions or tips from anybody? All right. Tips for flying with oils. Oh, that's a good one. So actually, doTERRA just posted on their blog about tips with traveling with oils. I think it's on their blog. So I would get onto that. I'm looking at my phone real quick.
I usually always have about 10 with me in my carry-on, and I've never had a problem. And then I pack like my small every oil kit in my bag that I check, just because I like to have all of my oils with me. So I've never had a problem with them, with carrying them on or having them checked. There's probably definitely a limit of how many you can carry on, but I usually have about 10 with me, and I've never had a problem.
Yeah, so on the doTERRA blog, they just posted about traveling with oils, and they give you tips for flying, ideas for traveling by car, and just in general tips, and they're all really good. So I definitely would suggest to get onto that and read through those. Like Ashley said, we carry some on, and we check some. So we've never had any issues.
Cypress carry on her every oil bag. Awesome. Good to know.
Yeah, we've never had any issues going through security, and we've done quite a bit of traveling with them. So I know people who have, and they've had to check each one with a little residue thing, and so.
Just watch the tubes, like the Deep Blue Rub tube and the toothpaste, I think are above the limits for traveling. So just make sure the tubes and cosmetic, like if you have the face care, facial care, anything like that, those might be above the limits. So just check the weights on those.
Yeah.
But the oils themselves are fine.
Awesome. Questions, tips?
Oh, I had a question. Our flight going home leaves a little bit before it's over.
Mm-hmm.
And will you be able to buy a kit before it's over?
Yeah, usually on the second day. Is it the second day usually?
It's the first or second day.
Yeah,
When
usually they announce it, and you can get them right there.
Yeah, usually they announce all the new products, and so it's usually that day or the next day that they have the convention kits available.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. And they do a good job of trying to move people through their lines. They've got every staff member that I think it works at doTERRA, except for the bare bones call center. I mean, they've got everybody there working, and they do a pretty good job of moving everybody through the lines. as you're picking the convention kids up or getting information that they're passing out. So, they do a great job there.
Okay, great.
All right. Do you have anything to add?
I don't think so. We're excited to see you guys. So we'll see you in a few weeks.
Sounds great.
You guys have a good night, and thanks for listening and getting on.
Thanks for doing this, you guys. We'll see you at convention.
Sounds
We'll see you
good.
guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.